Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all to Western Hall tonight for our special preview show before we get on to the ESPN selection show and the announcement of where Western Illinois University Leathernecks will be playing and who they'll be playing. At this time, I'd like to introduce the 2025-26 Leatherneck basketball team. From Boonville, Missouri, a senior, Addie Brownfield. From DeWitt, Iowa, senior Allie Meadows. From St. Charles, Missouri, senior Mia Nicastro. From Bourbon, Missouri, graduate student Mallory Shetley. From Rochester, Illinois, Kaylin Reed. From Macomb, Illinois, Ainsley Holthouse. From Lebanon, Missouri, Reagan McCowan. From Evansville, Wisconsin, Maria Messling. From Flossmoor, Illinois, Madison Davis. From Biggsville, Illinois, Shelby Bowman. From Liberty, Missouri, Kennedy Herrig. From Waverly, Iowa, Caitlin Eggins. And from Sudbury, Ontario, Sydney Scrobot. Head coach of the Leathernecks, J.D. Gravina. Assistant coach, Dan Chapla. Assistant coach, Alexa Tavella. Assistant coach, Olivia Travis. Assistant coach, graduate assistant coach, Alyssa Ninnens. Support staff for the Leathernecks, Drew Christensen. Athletic trainer, Abby Bird. Manager, Kanetta Lamb. Special assistant and advisor to the head coach, Marin Gravina. Would like to also recognize Emma Hicken, who handles the athletic communications for the team. We're happy to be able to be here this evening to get this program started. I'm going to ask Coach Gravina to come down and join me as we get started. But it truly is something great to have this team here and to be able to do this. The last time was in 2017, and once again it was with women's basketball at that time. But we're happy to have Coach Gravina here with us now. And ready to go. Absolutely. The other thing I need to do, this doesn't just happen over the last half hour. There have been some people here working since yesterday, getting everything set up. Even the stage was set up by a physical plant on Friday. I certainly appreciate refreshment services and Pepsi with providing product for us. Also our own people doing popcorn and everything. But certainly a lot of our staff have spent a lot of time putting this together, and I want to say thank you to them. This is our special selection preview show, and sorry, I just have to get it started this way. What a great day to be a Leatherneck.
Hoorah!
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really a special day for us here as we wait to find out where the location is that we're going and who our opponent's going to be. 28 wins, 5 losses, Coach. And in the OVC, the team had 18 wins and only 4 losses. What a great season.
Yeah, thank you. It was a special season, and I think I was thinking it went back to the Costa Rica trip 2 summers ago, and I thought that was a really good team bonding for most of these girls that were here. And last season, I thought was a difficult season. I don't want to say we underachieved, but I had higher hopes. And then making that run in the conference tournament, I thought was huge to kind of set the precedent for what happened this year. And I knew when the girls came in this summer that it was going to be a special year. I told them we had been here this summer for about a week, and I said, we're ready to play a game. And we had a long time before we played. So I knew it was going to be a special year, and it was.
All right, I'll come back to that in a moment and talk to you about that. This is your 15th season with the Leathernecks. This is your third 20-plus win season, and this is your second trip to the NCAA Big Dance. How about a big round of applause here? I've got to ask you, what's been going on in your mind, though, since you won last Saturday and, a 5-hour trip home and then a week off, really, and now you're about to find out. So what's been on your mind?
Yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster. Even compared to our 2017 team, there's so many more, so much more media that represents women's basketball now and is interested. So it's been a little bit of a media overload, both social media, a lot of podcasts, that sort of thing. But just the emotion is crazy. That evening was a special evening with our team. I mean, we had a ballroom in the hotel, and most of the parents were there, and we just hung out and just loved on each other. And it was really a group that loved each other, not just the players, but the staff, the parents. That was really special. And I thought that next night maybe I'd get a good night's sleep, and I still didn't. But about 2 days later, I just had a beautiful night of sleep. And so it's been really emotional. It's been busy, but a fun busy. I told the players I didn't think I'd ever get tired of people congratulating me for something, but I was taking my dry cleaning the other day, and the lady wants to talk about our team and how great we are, and it's a really good problem to have.
I want to take you back, though, early in the season. December 18th, game down at Lindenwood. And clearly, everyone, whenever you go into season, everyone has a role to play. Everyone, expectations. And one of your two star players goes down with an injury, Reagan McCown. What's going on in your mind at that point in time, and what were you thinking in terms of how to maybe even have to rebuild your expectations for this year?
Yeah, I mean, talk about the highs and lows of a season, right? And we had such a great non-conference tilt, beating Bradley at home, taking it to Drake. And I just think we all felt like, we're going to win this thing. And I'll be honest, that was so emotional. The first thought is, from someone I love so much like Reagan, just the pain she's in physically was hard. It's like when your kids get hurt. And then the emotional pain I knew she was going to go through, because I did think at that point she was out for the season. Then I got real extra optimistic and hopeful, and then that kind of went back and forth. But so that was really difficult. I think her coming back on the bench and helping kind of rah-rah our team to victory over Lindenwood, it may be kind of a big spark of our conference tilt. And I would say really the only positive that came out of it, and at the time it was kind of a negative, is I think there was a feeling like, okay, now we're not necessarily the favorite in everyone else's mind. And it kind of turned us into the hunters, not the hunted, for a good part of that conference season. And of course, everyone just stepped up the way they did. And Reagan did a phenomenal job of staying engaged with us throughout the whole year, every practice, just being there for the team. She's in the huddles talking to the team at the timeout. So was definitely one of the lows of the season. But the way people stepped up, I mean, obviously, I told some media, we lost one of the best scorers that will ever play at the mid-major level, and we subbed in Mallory Shetley, who scored 2,000 points in her career. So that was a good pickup, mostly due to Ken Brownfield's work, and he's kind of our recruiting coordinator, so it was nice having her.
As you begin conference play, and every coach begins the year, we think we got to win, and you mentioned the Drake win, the Bradley win. Those were great wins, certainly, no question about it. Was there a game in the conference that you had that you realized this is a team that's going to win it?
Yeah, there really is, and it may be surprising to a lot of people. I'm guessing my team may have different moments like that. For me, it was when we were at Arkansas Little Rock. It was far enough into the conference season, we kind of knew who we were going to be without Reagan, but that's a place we've struggled. We had never beat them since we joined the OVC, and especially playing at their place is tough. I think they could be a tough matchup for us. And it was kind of a ho-hum win. You know, we didn't play phenomenal. We didn't play bad. We just kind of beat them. And that kind of gave me the idea of like, hey, we're good enough to win this league.
All right. Lastly, Coach, just another question here. After the championship, after the semifinal game, was the championship game easier? Sitting around, and people, fans talk about the fact you got a double bye because you finished first. But I've seen in this OVC tournament teams that get that double bye and teams that get hot, like SEMO did coming in. That was a tough game.
It was brutal, and the mentality going into the championship game was way better. You're just excited. You're ready. You've kind of been there. You've got through. Maybe you've coped with the fact that we might not win this thing, right? At some point in that SEMO game, that thought goes through your head, and we move past that. And so I do think that helps us in the championship game. You're right. I wasn't super surprised. I was worried about the double bye. SEMO was playing great. I knew the first 5 minutes would be kind of like that, and then it lasted the whole first half, and I was pretty worried, but I definitely think that helped get us in the right mental spot for that championship game.
Well, over the course of the season, the fourth quarter was always your quarter, definitely outscoring the opponents by almost double the numbers. So, again, congratulations on that. Congratulations on the win, and let's find out where you're going to be going.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment.
Grit. It's that thing inside of you that ignites passion and empowers you to envision a world full of possibility. At Western Illinois University, leathernecks are made with this grit. It starts here, in this field, in this room, on this court, and in this lab. We refuse to blend in because our purple stands out.
Competitive excellence, energized fans, community involvement, sportsmanship, student-athlete success in and out of the classroom. That's OVC leadership, and it isn't new to us. We've been doing it for more than 75 years. It's time to OVC it. The Ohio Valley Conference, fiercely independent since 1948.
Hey, you'll find your school.
I just want to find a place where I can be myself. I want to try new things. I want to find my people. I want to make a difference. I want to have a place to grow, to make mistakes, to learn new things. And I want to do college on my own terms.
And welcome back to those of you watching us on YouTube. We'd like to welcome you to Western Hall and our preview show to the ESPN Selection Sunday show. Right now I have the chance to visit with our four seniors, Mia Nicastro, Addie Brownfield, Allie Meadows, and Mallory Shetley. And I'm going to start off down with Addie, who's been here all 4 years, along with Allie as well. And Addie, tell me, just let's talk about a favorite memory, just right off the bat, of your 4 years here.
I would say my favorite memory, it's very recent, was JD kind of touched on it a little bit, was after we won the conference tournament, all the players, all the coaches, all the parents gathered in a conference ballroom, and we just had an absolute blast. Like, my favorite part was when we all got in a circle and started singing Dancing Queen. Even Chap was in that circle singing. So I just think it's a testament to how close this team is and how we can just have so much fun together and really just find joy in each other's company. And I think that took us a long way this season. I mean, even including the parents and the coaches in that. It was really all of us that got it done and had a good time while doing it.
And you're headed off to med school.
Yes, yeah. After this, starting in August, I'll be attending University of Missouri for med school. So I'm excited for that journey, and I think college athletics has definitely given me a lot of skill sets to succeed in that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Allie, exercise science was your major, and anything special about your time here in Macomb that really sticks out, basketball or otherwise?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with what Addie said. That ballroom celebration was amazing. But outside of basketball, our community, for example, who we have here tonight, it's just one of a kind here in Macomb. We're such a tight-knit community, and I couldn't thank you guys more enough for all the support this year.
How about giving yourself a round of applause? Thank you for being here, and everybody. I want to come back to Addie just real quick, because I've got to ask you about a play that still sticks out in my mind and where you came up with the idea to do it. And you're inbounding the ball on the baseline, and I believe this was in the WNIT tournament, but I think you also did it against Eastern Illinois. It was Eastern. And the player that's guarding you is actually looking this way with their back to you, and you tell the crowd what you did.
Well, I threw it off her back and then came back inbounds and got a layup.
And then made a layup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the player wasn't paying attention, bounces it off her back, the ball lands in bounds, Addie steps in, scores a basket. Do you get an assist for that as well?
I'm not sure, but I did do it to the Conference Player of the Year that year, so that made it even better.
All right. Mallory Shetley joined the team this year after a very successful career at Columbia College and working on your MBA, I believe. Tell us a little bit about what this year has been like for you coming in. You're not a freshman. You've got all that experience with you, but you're the new kid on the block. What was that like?
This year was a complete surprise to me. I didn't know that I was going to get one extra year, and after talking to JD and the girls, they just welcomed me in with open arms, and it was amazing. It was a dream come true, and getting new best friends and getting to play with new best friends and win another conference championship was amazing.
A new team, though, how was this different than being a freshman at Columbia, being a first-year player here? What's different about that?
Definitely the experience. I think coming in as a freshman, everything's kind of scary and new, but I felt very at home here, and then the experience accompanied by all the players and the community, I loved it.
All right, thank you. Mia DeCastro came to us from St. Louis University last year after 2 years down there and studying to be a CPA. I tell you what, these folks don't go for the easy majors whatsoever, and their grade point as a team also is outstanding. Just great, over 3.7, or JD, you want to correct me? Okay, but anyway, done a great job. But anyway, Mia, you come in last year, good year for you and everything, but this year seemed like a different approach. Did you have a different mental attitude coming into this year?
Not really. I kind of, when everyone asked me this question, I kind of would just attribute it to how comfortable and how happy I am here. It's easier to find success in your sport when you're happy and you're playing free and you're just confident and you're where you're supposed to be. So huge credit to my coaches for allowing me that opportunity, to me, for my teammates who just play so well with me and are just so talented as well. It just makes it easy for me to succeed myself.
For those of you who are not aware, John Garcia, our Assistant Athletic Director for Athletic Communications, has started up a new podcast, and I think you'll want to tune in and check it out. And Mia, I believe, is the first one on it, and it's titled Why Western? And I encourage you to look at that podcast and watch that and take that in. Did a nice job on that and talking about that. One question for every one of you, so you'll be able to pass the mic down after each of you answers. When, in your mind, did you realize this year we're going to win this?
Yeah, I think for me, it personally went back to the Lindenwood game, the first Lindenwood game. Even with that being such a tough game, losing Reagan, and where emotions are high. It was a close game. I just think that was when I first noticed how resilient this team is, and just how fighting back from adversity that severe in game and still pulling out a huge win against Lindenwood, preseason #1 at their place. It was just a really special moment for all of us, I think. And I think after that game, I just kind of remember thinking, like, this is the team that I think is going to be able to do this.
Well, that game at Lindenwood, there certainly was a hometown crowd pulling for you. And I have to tell those of you that are here, when Reagan did go down, and there was no question on her mind, she was going to be back on the bench with her teammates. And that was very clear that she made that clear to the doctor and the trainer and everyone else. I'm going back with my team. Now, that moment for you, what, different game or same game or what?
I think it was the same game when it really clicked, like, we can do this, we're the top dog and we can win. But I don't think I would have come to Western if I didn't believe in the coaches and the community and my teammates. I really had belief in us from the start, but it was for sure no doubt in my mind after the Lindenwood game we could win.
All right. Addie, anything different?
Yeah, for me, well, first of all, I'll say I'm a very hopeful person. So every 4 years, I was like, this is the year, this is our time. But a moment that definitely felt different from that this year was our bounce back from losing from Moorhead at Moorhead State and then having to play Southern Indiana, one of the top dogs in the league, for several years now, having to play them the very next day and going into their house and kind of just destroying them, honestly. That's when I realized, like, okay, this team is different. You know, we're special. We can fight through adversity and come back out on top. So that was my moment for me.
All right. Allie?
Yeah, I'm going to go a little different route. I think it was back this summer. JD did a really good job this summer kind of saying, you know, this is the team. He really believed in us starting back on our first practice. He saw something very special, and we do have a lot of veterans on the team, and that always helps, but I think it was back this summer when I thought we were going to be something special.
Well, you certainly are a special group of seniors. I think they deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much, and we'll be back after this break.
Grit. It's that thing inside of you that ignites passion and empowers you to envision a world full of possibility. At Western Illinois University, leathernecks are made with this grit. It starts here, in this field, in this room, on this court, and in this lab. We refuse to blend in because our purple stands out.
Competitive excellence, energized fans, community involvement, sportsmanship, student-athlete success in and out of the classroom. That's OVC leadership, and it isn't new to us. We've been doing it for more than 75 years. It's time to OVC it. The Ohio Valley Conference, fiercely independent since 1948.
You'll find your school.
I just want to find a place where I can be myself. I want to try new things. I want to find my people. I want to make a difference. I want to have a place to grow, to make mistakes, to learn new things. And I want to do college on my own terms.
And welcome back to our pregame show before the selection show announcement. Our two MVPs that we had this year. Mia was MVP of the regular season for the Ohio Valley Conference, and Mallory was the MVP for the conference tournament. So congratulations, ladies. Let me ask you real quick, Mia, when the game finished last Saturday, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
Yeah, I think first just a little bit shock. I remember saying to Addie when we were still in the court, she kind of looked at me and was just like, did we just do that? And I was like, yeah, we're going to the NCAA tournament. I mean, It's such a surreal feeling. It's so hard to win a conference championship, a tournament championship, way harder than people think. And it takes a special group of people to do it. So I think just a mix of kind of shock and just so much happiness that I chose to finish my college career here, that I got to play 2 years with such a special team, and that we all bought in to one goal, and we did it, and that's just a really inexplainable feeling.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Mal, you had 1 year. You didn't think you were going to have a year. You get 1 year, and of any place you could have gone, I don't know what the other choices were. What has stood out about you, about your experience here at Western and in Macomb?
Well, I think just the belief in the coaches and my teammates. Obviously, my goal was to just play Division I basketball and further my education, but you can pretty much do that anywhere. At Western, I really felt a connection with the players and the coaches and the community, and I've really grown a second family here, and getting to play basketball was just a plus.
And I got to ask you, Bourbon, Missouri, never get any comments about that, do you?
Well, technically, I went to Sullivan High School. I don't really claim to be from Bourbon, but...
Well, it showed up here anyway, so whatever the case may be. But anyway, ladies, congratulations on a great season and the special awards you won, and let's look forward to some more exciting games. We'll be back after this.
Grit. It's that thing inside of you that ignites passion and empowers you to envision a world full of possibility. At Western Illinois University, leathernecks are made with this grit. It starts here, in this field, in this room, on this court, and in this lab. We refuse to blend in because our purple stands out.
Competitive excellence, energized fans, community involvement, sportsmanship, student-athlete success in and out of the classroom. That's OVC leadership, and it isn't new to us. We've been doing it for more than 75 years. It's time to OVC it. The Ohio Valley Conference, fiercely independent since 1948.
You'll find your school.
I just want to find a place where I can be myself. I want to try new things. I want to find my people. I want to make a difference. I want to have a place to grow, to make mistakes, to learn new things. And I want to do college on my own terms.
And welcome back to our pregame show. Pre-show show. I'm not sure exactly what we want to call this, but it's our preview show to the Selection Sunday to find out where the Leatherneck women will be going and who they'll be playing later this week. Certainly an exciting time as we get ready to dance. Visiting now with the president of Western Illinois University, President Christy Mindrup. And President, welcome to us. And we're going to pass the mic back right now. I apologize. But let me just ask you to start off with, what has this been like for you? And you were there last Saturday, so maybe talk about the emotions last Saturday and then what this week has been like in the president's office.
What an incredible experience throughout the OVC tournament, just electric. When I look at the crowd out here today, it looked very similar in Evansville. It was just incredible, the turnout of Leatherneck fans and just the excitement around our team. It's just magical. When I think about the week that we've had across the university and the community, just a strong sense of pride and optimism, and really just what this is all about for our students, both our players, our student athletes, but across campus, just a strong sense of pride.
I want to go off script a little bit here, and don't bother to turn. I don't need you to turn around. If you were in Evansville last Saturday, please stand up. Those of you that were in, look at this. What a group. For those of you parents and others that were with us, I want you to know that you were the envy of the other teams, because there was no one making more noise than the Leathernecks at the game, and even for the later game. Certainly great turnout and support that you gave the ladies, and appreciate that. A little bit about you've been president. When you came on board, we just made the move to the Ohio Valley Conference, but you've certainly jumped in and been very involved with the conference. Could you talk a little bit about what your role has been in some of the leadership with that?
Sure. One of the great things about being president of Western Illinois University is that you also get to be part of the board of the OVC, the Board of Presidents. And what a great experience. It's an outstanding group of leaders, very dedicated and also very cohesive. It's great to be among a team of presidents that are centered on the student athlete and centering that university experience as much of a priority as the actual sports themselves.
The other thing, I'll go ahead and let you make the announcement, because we've gone through a bit of a search with the OVC, and we have a new commissioner that will be leading it starting May 18th.
We're so excited to welcome Matt Wilson to the Ohio Valley Conference. He brings strong conference leadership experience and really will bring excitement, great fit for the OVC conference, and a great opportunity to look at our current membership and also ways that we might grow and expand the OVC as well.
Appreciate that. And then for you, what's it mean having a Division I athletic program here at Western, as we look at Western and certainly going through changes, evolving, but what role do you see this athletic program playing in your leadership?
Well, Division I athletics is part of the Western Illinois University brand. We have a long tradition of strong athletic programs for as long as I can remember. My family has a history at Western Illinois University, so I've been aware of the Leathernecks and the Western Winds over the years. And what Division I athletics does for a university, in addition to providing really outstanding opportunities for our student athletes, brings our community together. It gives us a space where, as faculty, staff, students, members of the Macomb community, the West Central Illinois region, our alumni from all over the world, it gives us a space where we can get together and cheer for Western. We're cheering for our athletes, we're cheering for a win, and certainly we cheer extra loud when there's a conference championship at stake. But I think that what this means to a university community is that we all have something in common. Whether we've graduated from Western, whether we've worked here for decades, we have a shared experience here in Macomb and in the university community, and that's what athletics is all about. In addition to the outstanding development that it provides our student population, the recruitment and retention opportunities, Division I athletics, Leatherneck athletics is what Western Illinois University is all about.
Great, thank you, I appreciate that. Before we cut away, I want to do one quick shot of our basketball team if we can. So if we can get the camera over on them and give a shot, give us a handshake or a wave and everything. Come on, we appreciate everything you've done. I know the year's not over. We still have more business to take care of. And let's find out when we watch the ESPN selection show where we're going and who we're going to play. For right now, that's it from right here. Take a break. Thank you. As you can see, we'll be going to the ESPN show. Once it's been announced who we're playing and where we're playing, I am going to ask Coach Gravina to come back down and give us a few thoughts on that and about the matchup and what any thoughts he has. But until then, we'll watch the show. Thank you.
That'd be the second one, so they would have got the 12, and they would. I'm not sure if I saw who it was.
I'm pretty sure that was.
I didn't even look, to be honest with you. I was so excited.
Oh, yeah. Chapel Hill.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good. Last year, obviously, was a 16. You know, actually, the last 2 years they played.
Let's see if they go to a break. We'll wait a couple seconds. That's where I thought we might go. That's a 15 seed, though, so I'm glad we didn't do that.
Yeah. Once I saw they came out and said they had the 2 seed, I thought we probably wouldn't.
We're going to go ahead and talk with Coach right now just for a moment as they go into another regional. But I got to say, that was one that came out of left field for me.
I said right when North Carolina came up, I said, this could be us, but I doubt it. And that was true jubilation when that came up, I think, for our whole team.
So what do you think, Ray? Are you ready to go to Chapel Hill? And I'm sure you've got Chap working on a scout right now on the Tar Heels, right?
I don't know what he's still doing here, to be honest with you.
Well, what do you know about them other than that's where Michael Jordan played?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about them as a team. That league in general is a pretty quick guard-oriented league. And again, it will just, I think just getting a 13 seed is such a huge accomplishment. I think the last couple years, yeah, thank you. And I actually told that team as I did my kind of Coach Gravina bracketology that was more accurate than Charlie Cream, I have to admit. But I told them that is, I don't know where our seed's going to land, but I'm so proud of them that in my mind they're in a conversation for a 13 or 14 seed. That is just a huge accomplishment. When we went in 2017, we were a 15 seed. And it gets you away from kind of that top, those really top dogs. And not that North Carolina is a really good team. You're going to run into a really good team here. But it just makes me really proud proud of them. And it's a fun trip. Alexa Tavella's birthday is coming up, and she said every year she spent her birthday in North Carolina, so she kind of called it.
So head out to Chapel Hill. We'll get more information on that. We'll have information for all of our fans on more about that and what the ticket policy or tickets will be like if you want to make the trip out there, and any travel opportunities that we may have. But Coach, congratulations, a 13 seed. I got to tell you, I've been part of a 12-5 upset. I wouldn't mind being part of a 13 upset this year.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I mean, I could tell you these girls are going in to win. I mean, some people are just happy to be there, but they're going in to compete. We'll practice to win. We'll travel to win, and we're super excited about it.
You know, I'm not going to, you don't have to sit here and watch the rest of the show. I want to let these ladies enjoy the moment and visit with you. We're going to leave the show on. We'll leave the volume on so people can hear. But right now, this is about the Leathernecks. And you know what? You all better give me a response I'm looking for. What a great day to be a Leatherneck.
Hoorah!
Absolutely. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks for coming out. Macomb, Illinois, what a great place to be. Go Necks. All right, I promised everybody we've got a basketball that's been autographed.